Woo!
You're watching 30 Miles Out
With your host, Ty Sutherland.
Those items right outside the front. Thank you for flying with us today, folks.
We made it to Lauderdale by the sea. Let's see what we can pull out of the intercoastal and off the beach.
Right now, but we want something feeding on the mullet like snook or jacks or tarpon. Let's see what happens.
Cody started slaying puffer fish immediately behind the house.
We might throw some plastics on the way back to the house. Bang some docks on Lauderdale. Let's see what happens. How's that for tropical? Man, we ain't never caught nothing like that in the intercoastal in Texas. Look at that. That's some kind of reef fish. He's purty, man. He's mad. He's mad. He's mad. These iguanas, according to Ernie from ImpactLures.com, come over on ships from the Bahamas. They're not a native species, but they got a lot of them down here. They eat the mangoes and all kind of fruit and stuff.
Let's head to the beach with Ernie from Impact Lures and see if we can't find some snook.
So I'm here with Ernie from Impact Lures. What are we doing today, Ernie?
We're looking for some snook in the trough. Right off the beach, you can almost step on them. They're anywhere from about 20 inches to 40, 42 inches. Pretty big ones. We're pretty much sight casting.
And I know we're chunking some impact plugs, but if we get hard up, we might throw some live bait. How are we doing that?
I got a couple sabikis in the bag for when they're a little bit finicky. I'll throw a sabiki out there, get some small pilchards, some jacks, sardines, whatever we can. Throw a couple in a bucket, throw them right back out on a live bait hook.
Take some typical bass tackle and hit the beach and try to look for some snook. Right here on 30 Miles Out. I'm Ty, let's catch something.
Me, Shane, and Ernie are just south of Anglin's Pier, a couple of miles, on a stretch of beach that Ernie really likes for snook.
You can get it way out there. If it was longer, it wouldn't be so wind resistant, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane?
Very little bait fish.
We're sabiki jigging bait with Ernie from Impact Lures. Looking for snook on the beach. Alright, let's get him in the bucket. Ernie said, hey, I just had a hit on one on the plug. Next thing I know, I look down, I see two good-sized snook cruising in that trough. We got a snook. We're just south of Anglin's Pier. And Shane caught some live little jacks. There he is right there. Pretty much all we do is use bass tackle, right?
Yeah, we're using an octopus hook, 2, 4, something like that. You don't need a hook that's too big because you don't want to weigh that bait fish down.
I was really looking forward to landing this snook. I've never caught one in my entire life.
And we put them on some 20-pound leader. First snook. Running the trough. How pretty is that, huh?
Personally, I use about 20-pound braid. You can use, 15, 20-pound mono is fine, but you got to have a fluorocarbon leader. The water's crystal clear here,
yes.
And you'll see anything else but.
Ready from Impact Lures, guys, hooked up. That's a snook.
Man, what a proud moment. I got to thank Ernie for hooking me up and bringing me to this spot. And thanks to Shane for catching the bait. Ernie was very delicate in dehooking and releasing this fish, and he's about to tell you why.
Up until about 30, 32 inches, the snook is a male. After 32 inches, it becomes female. And that's just becomes a breeder for the rest of its life. It'll come out here and feed in these troughs, fatten up. In the wintertime, they'll go back in where it's shallow, and they'll the estuaries and make some more small ones.
That's killer.
Well, that's it for part 1 of Lauderdale by the Sea. Stay tuned for part 2. We got tons more action coming up.